Guys, so for the last week or so now, the drain in my sink has been backing up. And, I tried uninstalling it's called a P-trap. It's like there's a bend in the pipe beneath your sink, and I cleaned that out, and it was still backing up. So I knew that the block had to be somewhere further inside, but I didn't have any tools to get in that far. So I posted on a community Facebook group, and somebody very kindly lent me their, it's called a snake drain. And basically, you have all this cable housed inside this plastic casing here, and you feed it slowly into your clogged pipes, and then you can pull it out, and then hopefully it will grab whatever is in there. Now this thing, I believe, is about 25 feet worth of cable, which is an awful fucking lot. I've been sitting here just feeding this in for like the last 5 minutes, and there's still more of it. So I'm gonna, I don't know, let me see if I can get a good position here. Okay. Alright, so you unlock it like so, pull it back, and then you spin the little doobly-doo, and you feed it in. And this is what I've been doing all morning. And there's still more. Like, this is literally like, you know, when a magician has a really long, like, handkerchief that they keep pulling out from their pocket. This is what it feels like. I haven't felt like I've snagged onto anything either, though. So, I'm kind of worried I won't find anything. Oh my god, there's still so much. This is so much more than 25 feet. Oh my goodness. I really hope I figured this out, because I don't want to call my landlord. I just don't like talking to that guy. He freaking weirds me out. So yeah, let's hope I get some. It's usually just my hair. I have long ass hair, and I've been like just shedding tons of it because I've been really stressed out lately. Like, my hairs will turn gray and will just fall out when I'm stressed out. So here's hoping everything works out, and even if I don't, at least I got some vlog footage for you. Okay, you guys, I found the clog. I'm gonna show you, and trigger warning, it's gross. But yeah, okay, well, I'll try to show you how much cable I pulled out. It's a lot of fucking cable, and then here it is. Here's the nasty. That was all in there. Oh, so gross. Oh. Okay, so I didn't get any footage of this, but the drain snake actually broke while I was using it, and I got super freaked out because I was just borrowing the thing from someone. Fortunately, it was very easy to put back together. I just had to keep pushing the cable back in because it had fallen out. But it kept like twisting and turning all over itself, and it was all like greasy and covered in hair, and it was super gross. But I fixed it. I fixed the device. I unclogged my drain. Everything worked out fine. And that's great. It is 2023. And I don't know about you folks, but I feel fundamentally optimistic about this year. And I mean fundamentally optimistic for me personally. I'm still very, very worried about the world. Don't get me wrong. I'm not so optimistic about, the international affairs of our capitalist hellscape. But I've noticed some personal positive changes in my life, and that makes me feel positive for myself. I am rewriting parts of my novel, and I'm learning more about the characters. And it's really, really rewarding to see it all come together as a creative project. And that's really hard to explain to someone who isn't a writer. But once it starts coming together, it feels so good because all the pieces they just connect, and it's like, oh yeah, that's how that works. And I don't know. I don't want to bore you with the details of that, but it is super fun. Another thing I'm doing is I am auditioning for a small voice acting role. And voice acting is one of those things that I've been pushing off for a very long time now. But, it's a new year, and I don't want to say it's a new me exactly, but it's like a patch release from the developers. It's a new version of me where there's bug fixes and maybe some new content. And I'm super excited for. Excuse me. Folks, let me tell you about my new philosophy in life. It's called engaging with the world. I'll give you an example. So while I was writing my novel, I got stuck at one point, right? And it was causing me a lot of stress because I just couldn't figure it out. It was like writer's block, basically. So I went onto a Discord server of other writers, like fantasy writers that I know in person. And instead of asking for help with my novel, I just helped someone with theirs. They had posted a request for feedback on their work. So I just read what they wrote, and then I started formulating like my response and how I would edit it and how I would change things. And that felt really good to do, to be helping someone else. I think it's easy to get stuck in your own head. And I think a consequence of that is it gets really easy to take yourself way too seriously. Okay? And I don't think you have to take yourself seriously all the time. I think fundamentally the world exists because we are supposed to have fun in it. And I know that can be really hard because of, just the general times we live in this capitalist hellscape. But I think more than anything, that means it's now more important than ever to focus on just having fun, on doing good things and kind things and fun things for the world, and interacting with the world around you. Like if I were to give you, I guess, an example, there's a time and a place to be like the super serious, morose, sad, Daniel Craig James Bond. Okay, the gritty reboot James Bond. There's a time for that, but I think, and especially for this year, I think it's time to be like a goofy jetpack James Bond who has exploding pens and just wacky stuff like that, just fun stuff like that. Do kind things for people, do stuff you've been meaning to do but kept putting off, and just have a good time. All we have is this one life. And that's all I got. I am working on a new video essay you should see sometime pretty soon. And remember to like and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see more of you soon. Okay, thanks. Beep.